Hi, my name's Riley, and this is Austin. We did our presentation on the pros and cons of Californication of Idaho. That's basically like the moving of people from specifically California, but it can be anywhere to Idaho.
Yeah, and I do want to apologize for it being over this Zoom. I had to leave early Thursday morning for a hockey trip, so me and Riley decided to do it over Zoom so we could both be in the presentation.
Cool. What is Californication? So, Californication is a term used to refer to the blend of the word. It's basically the blend of the word California and fornication, and fornication means um, to like move to, and it's from the song by the Red Hot Chili Peppers of the same term, Californication, and that's basically like what they talk about in the song is just Californians kind of moving to other places. It refers primarily to the haphazard, mindless development that has already gobbled up most of Southern California, but it can also be other places such as Idaho in this case. Gradually, over time, there have been Californians coming to Idaho in general, but more specifically Boise. Most of that is just because it's kind of a city, kind of like some of theirs over there. A little bit different climates, but the city atmosphere is pretty much the same. This comes with its advantages and disadvantages, mostly focusing on things such as land management, the economics of so many people moving, and how it affects the well being of people that were already living here before everyone started moving from California and other states.
All right, the pros of Californication. They mainly focus on the economics of it and coming from Californication, it's of course bringing more people to Boise, and then of course when there's more people coming to a place, that means there's more money in this circumstance, and then more money equals nicer in a bigger city. Bigger city also brings more people. It brings vacationers and all that type of money, uh, and then so on and so forth. And then people have a better chance of to build a meaningful relationships with people as there would be more people like them. The cons of Californication mainly come from the people who live in Boise and some of the natives of Boise and as well as Idaho. Uh, so cons of Californication: if people don't come, the natives are going to be more happy. I mean, some of them, a percentage of them will be happy, and then some of them are, of course, wanting this to happen. People want to keep Boise more of a community city where you know the people. It's not that big. Yeah. People want it to remain a place to call their home. They don't want it to be that place where everybody's coming and taking over as vacation place and new people. They want it to remain the place that they can call their home, as well as like they know everybody in that circumstances of community city. And then people don't want it to change in general. It's just what it's talking about in those other ones.
Cool. So the current situation, this is directly from a KTVB article that says the population of Boise, Idaho's largest city and the Ada County seat, grew from 205,000 people roughly in 2010 to about 235,000 people in 2020. That's a growth rate of about 14.6%. In Canyon County, the census put Nampa's population just above the 100,000 mark, up nearly 23% from the 2010 census figure of 81,557, which is a pretty big like jump in people. That's about 20,000 people in about 10 years. The population of Caldwell grew by almost 30% from about 46,000 people in 2010 to almost 60,000 in 2020. Um, this rapid population growth of Boise creates many problems with housing and living for people, as eventually there won't be as many places you can move to or that people can move into, and it'll become overcrowded. Most of the area will be already inhabited. While this occurs, however, having more people in the community can grow it for the better, creating more opportunities and events, such as like more things that people can go do. That kind of brings together both of the like pros and cons into one situation, where there's both a positive and negative side to it. So our planned interview number one, we plan to interview a current Boise State University student that moved to Idaho and what their perspective on the situation is. Some of the questions we plan on asking them are things such as, why did you move to Idaho? What made you pick Boise State? And then what other factors made you pick Boise State other than like just specifically the area? Like what is Boise offering that some other places aren't?
The next interview, we plan to interview someone about Californication in general, what they know about the economic output that they give, or just like how it impacts the locals to Boise as well. That can talk about and help us understand some of the other implications of the mass migration to Idaho from all places, but mostly California. Some of these questions that we're going to ask this person is, what is Californication, just to get a general idea of their knowledge. How is Californication affecting Idaho? So we'll probably interview someone from Idaho who has an opinion on Californication, and then do you think Californication is good or bad for Idaho as well?
So we put a couple images. The one on the left right here kind of forecasts the Boise metro population growth over like 2010 to 2040. And it kind of goes through the years and shows about what the population of that area will be. In specific, it's, I believe, the city of Boise and the very like surrounding areas. So it's almost a 50,000 person or 500,000 person jump from 2010 to the projected of 2040. We also put the album cover of the album that has Californication, the song in it, and the album is also called Californication. And you can see kind of the atmosphere of like what California is. You have an ocean in the background, and the pool is orange for sometimes saying that like it's not always a good thing.
These are just our sources. We have the Californication album cover, as well as our Boise Metro graph those are pictures that you saw on the previous slide, and then this comes from our previous
the KTVB article on the subject of Californication.
Our previous research coming from our last video.
Awesome. Thank you for watching this presentation. We hope you have a good rest of your day or night, and we'll see you soon.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving.